Jimbo and Saban this weekend. You ready? I am.
It's gonna be a dog fist fight. Better than a dog fight, fist fight.
Absolute fist fight. Old school, old style SEC, baby. Or at least that's what we're expecting. The games surprise us all the time. But I think it's just going to be an absolute fist fight. And if Bama can't throw it, I don't think Milroe can read the. Is he talented? Yes. With the running, but he's light years away. When they missed out on Drake May.
Ooh, imagine.
Well, they drug their feet, hiring their OC and tried to get the dude from Washington, who's excellent. Couldn't figure out if they wanted to do the Tommy Reese thing. There was a little bit of, and I think they had their window and they missed it. And then they were left with Ty Simpson and Jalen Milroe, and then brought in Buckner.
But
Ole Miss is sitting there with Spencer Sanders on the sideline, and Auburn would. I can't figure out what happened there. Auburn didn't go get him. Bama didn't even look at him. I'm trying to. Florida. Not sure why Florida didn't go get him. So kudos to Lane. He kept him out of. Well, he doesn't play Florida, but he kept him out of Bama. Well, they've already lost to Bama. That could have played out. Auburn, for example, like you feel okay, pretty good, as good as you usually do, going down to Auburn and possibly winning. However, if they had Spencer Sanders over Peyton Thorne and Robbie Ashford, you'd be like, well, I don't know how good I feel as an Ole Miss fan. We are the Out of Bounds Show, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. We're brought to you by Mack Hike Ford in Jackson and your next Ford F-150. They've got a great selection of pre-owned and new Ford F-150s. Mack Hike Ford, and that's MacHikeFordJackson.com. And please let them know that we sent you if you're there at the dealership. And we had a good time with them yesterday. Spent a long time with them, and we're super excited about the partnership with Mack Hike Ford and the Ford F-150. That's the truck, right? I mean, that fits your lifestyle, work and play. Jason,
we ain't going.
Yep, that's what I want.
Going nowhere.
One more time.
We ain't going nowhere.
That's what Jimbo said, and he's right. He hired Bobby Petrino. Somehow he's been able to get out of the way, which is remarkable. And damn, they're good. Now, that Miami game could come back to haunt them, but if they win this weekend, goodness gracious.
We ain't going nowhere.
Wow. What would be their toughest game going forward after that? Yeah, at Ole Miss. So
wow. So that Ole Miss game could have.
Oh, now LSU could mess with them too. That bodes well for Ole Miss. They have to go at Ole Miss. Only has to go at Georgia. I keep forgetting about at Georgia.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Yeah. All right. Out of Bounds 105.9 The Zone, ESPN. Hey, are we on the cameras?
We are.
We're on YouTube. Search Out of Bounds Sports. We've got a new graphic for you, and we want to know, it has to do with Mike Wright. I can't explain why Mike Wright hasn't played more. Again, a few more snaps, right? On top of what he's played, 8 to 10 more snaps a game. And if things are going well, add a couple of more. Again, if a player at Vanderbilt can beat Florida and Kentucky, I think he can make plays at a Mississippi State type program that has Tulu, Woody Marks, Xavier Thomas, and if Justin Robinson gets healthy. I'm just thinking out loud. That's just kind of the way I look at it. He's not Caleb Williams, but another X amount of snaps. They're 5 games in, man. After State and Ole Miss play this weekend, we're halfway home.
Well, I mean, also, it's just adding some athleticism. How is that a bad thing? Just adding somebody who you have to keep the defense honest. That's got to help, right? I mean, I'm not a coach.
No, you're exactly right. Adding a guy who's got mobility and is a threat with his legs, without question, helps Will Rogers, but it helps your offensive line and all the guys I just wrapped. You're wasting Tulu and Xavion and Marks to a certain extent this year.
Yeah.
If Justin Robinson can get healthy, I don't know. He didn't even play last weekend. Jaden Wally, he didn't play against South Carolina or Bama. You don't have a tight end. Your tight end was ruled ineligible from TCU. Spivey. It's just one thing after another. And you didn't get any juice in the portal. You would hit on a couple of guys prior to that, and this year on defense, none of those dudes are doing anything. So that's a tough deal. But you should win. I'd run it up you're paying them $1 million. State's Ole Miss when they play a lesser opponent, they score. I would once you get up a little bit, whatever, 17-0, whatever. I mean, you better hope you do.
Yeah.
I'd play Mike Wright for a long, long time. This isn't about Chris Parsons. Zach Arnett's trying to win a conference game or two to extend his career. This is about Mike Wright possibly helping you at Arkansas, Kentucky at home, or Ole Miss at home. That's what it's about. I'd get him, like a few dozen reps, 30 reps, 36 reps, snaps on Saturday. You got to get him in the game. You got to get him going. You got to get him, and there's no point in Will playing. So after you get up, if you do what you're supposed to do, let Will throw a couple touchdown passes, and then you need to play Mike Wright until about 6-7 minutes left to go, 8, fourth quarter maybe. I mean, Chris Parsons, that's not even on the radar. You're trying to get a little momentum, see if you can win a conference game somehow, some way. I think it's going to be extremely difficult with the 3 that I continue to reference. But it's still, we're not playing those games today. And you don't know what could happen with those teams as far as, injuries and momentum and whatnot. Did you tell me it's National Pizza Month?
It is. It is National Pizza Month.
I love a good slice of pizza. I hadn't had pizza in a long time.
Really? I could see you as like a Supreme guy. No olives, though. I see Supreme, no olives.
I love black olives.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't like green. I love green olives in my Tito's Vodka Martini.
Right.
Blue cheese is fine, but I can go plain.
Okay.
I love olives in my Tito's Vodka Bloody Mary, which is the Oklahoma-Texas game this weekend.
Of course.
But I don't want green olives on my pizza. I want black olives. I love mushrooms, I love all the meat.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt.
Let's load that, like when you do a boar's head pizza at home, load it up with specialty meats. Do you like green olives on your pizza?
No, I don't. I mean, I don't even like black olives on the pizza, honestly. I'm more of like a 3 meat kind of guy.
Yeah, you're an all meat mechanic. You kind of pulling off looking like a trucker.
Okay.
Kind of a mechanic.
All right.
Or,
high school strength coach?
You definitely look like a high school strength coach.
Boom.
Or junior college.
Hey, if anybody needs a part-time strength coach,
Calhoun City.
I'd have some fun.
Yeah, you do look like someone who could be coaching at a really tough place.
I could get some kids jacked.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Noxubee County.
Yes, sir. Union.
Taylorsville.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Puckett.
Oh, God,
Put me in Puckett, Mississippi.
God, you look like the outside linebackers coach and strength and conditioning coach.
And I coach baseball.
Well, you have to. Third base. That gold chain is a little aggressive for me, but it would work perfectly in Taylorsville.
We'll get you some sunglasses.
Or you could be a sales rep for Milwaukee Tools.
Ooh.
The Out of Bounds Show is brought to you by the all-new Napa Auto Parts Store, I-55 North in Jackson. Napa, get up and go. I-55 North in Jackson.